Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am unboxing Reborn from Diamond Art Club, and this one has the new packaging. When I do these unboxing videos, I am always very aware of people who are new to diamond painting. Either people who are just thinking about taking it up as a hobby, they're just browsing random videos on YouTube, or people who have done a few small kits and they're looking to step things up a bit. So for that reason, the video will be long because I go through pretty much everything, and it is very relevant for people who have never seen a Diamond Art Club kit before, because Diamond Art Club kits are very different from the rest. So I have broken the video down into chapters. So if you know about Diamond Art Club, you will skip most of this video probably. If you look in the description, you can just find the sections that you're interested in. Maybe it's the drills, it'll definitely be the canvas. Just click on the section you want, it'll take you straight there, so you don't have to try and guess where things are. So after saying that, if you do order from Diamond Art Club, you will receive a box like this, a branded box. It won't be a grey plastic bag. And the box has the name on it, it has the website, Instagram and Facebook. So we have Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, diamondartclub.com, the website, at Diamond Art Club for Instagram, and Diamond Art Club for Facebook. So inside this box, you will find another box, and this box will have a rendering of the graphic of the kit that you have bought. In this case, it is Reborn, and this is the first time I've seen the new designed packaging. So the outer box is the same, but there are differences with the inner box. So here we have a rendering of the kit, so you can get an idea of what to expect when it's finished. And if we scroll down, we find a full-size thumbnail, so you can see the whole image. Then we have the title and the artist, so we have Reborn by Claudia McKinney, and the size is 41.3 inches by 27.6 inches, which is 105 centimeters by 70 centimeters. Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, DIY Diamond Art Kit, square diamonds. You can always tell with Diamond Art Club whether it's square or round just by looking at the box. If it's a pale blue, it is square drills. If it's pale pink, it is round drills. All inclusive, see back for contents. So initially it doesn't really look any different, but there is a lip here. So it looks as if this is a sleeve that will slide off. So that is a definite change. If we look at the sides of the box, we'll go with this one first. Again, we have the wraparound graphic, but it has been redesigned. So now we have Reborn by Claudia McKinney and the size and a very small thumbnail. Then we have that sleeve, and that's pretty much it. The other side, again, the wraparound graphic, so we see a bit more of the image. And then we come down, full diamond coverage area, which means it is not a partial diamond painting. It means all of the canvas is covered with drills. We have a small thumbnail, and then we have the details of the diamond painting. So 56 colours, including 2 Aurora Borealis and 3 fairy dust diamonds. So if you're new to diamond painting and you don't know what Aurora Borealis or fairy dust diamonds are, I'll talk about them as I come to them later on in the video. Total diamonds, 117,880. So this is a large diamond painting. And further down, nothing else. Again, we can see where the sleeve ends. And if we flip it over to the back, we have how it works, step-by-step instructions on how to diamond paint if you've never done it before, the kit contents, so we have a list of everything that is in the kit. Then further down, we have warning, choking hazard, so contains small parts, basically keep out of the reach of small children. You don't want them accidentally swallowing drills, seeing or thinking that they are candy. These little brightly coloured squares in this case, they might think it's candy and pick them up and swallow them. So you don't want that to happen, so keep out of the reach of small children. Then we have third-party tested for compliance with EU and USA standards. Diamond Art Club's kits are tested by an independent authority to make sure that the chemicals used are safe, they do not use any chemicals that they shouldn't be using, and they don't use any excess chemicals. So everything is tested, the packaging, the canvas, the glue, the drills, the whole thing. So you can be rest assured that everything is within the EU and USA standards. I do not know of any other diamond painting company that has this on the packaging. And at the very bottom we have the socials. So we have Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest and TikTok at Diamond Art Club, and the website diamondartclub.com. If we look at the top of the box, this looks the same as the previous packaging. DIY Diamond Art Kit looks exactly the same. And then if we look at the bottom, we have a small thumbnail and we have the title, the artist and the size. This comes in very handy if you have a few boxes waiting to be done. And a lot of people do it. They will see kits that come out, they will really like them, and they will buy them and keep them until they're ready to work on them. And that can end up with people with quite a few kits waiting to be done. So if you've got your kits stacked laying down and they're all sitting on top of each other, if you didn't have that thumbnail on the end, it makes it difficult, so you have to lift boxes off to find out what's underneath. If you have the thumbnail on the end, all you have to do is look along the ends of the boxes. You can see exactly what is in each box, and then you can decide which one you want to do next. So the box is wrapped in cellophane, so it's sealed to keep it nice and clean, stop any dust getting inside. So the first thing we have to do is remove the cellophane. So don't want to scratch the box because it's a very nice box. And then we'll open it up. I'm really curious to see what this is, this sleeve. In the past it's just been a box that you opened at the end. So if I can get the packaging off. There we go. So this is the part that's different. There's a little lip here and it looks as if, I see what it is now. It is just a sleeve. This is still the box. I thought it was all one thing that slid off, but it is open at the end, so you can see it's a sleeve that goes over the box. So this is what it is. So if we look at the box now, it has Unleash Your Inner Artist. This used to be on one side of the box, so now it's underneath the sleeve. So that is the difference. The sleeve is removable, and then we can open the box, I'm guessing as normal. So we'll open the top and it is the same. So when you open it up, we have Do What Makes You Sparkle, a little cutout here that you put your finger in, pull it, and this is a long diamond painting. Got it. We have the canvas and the toolkit. So if you have been diamond painting and buying kits from other companies, you could maybe compare the packaging from Diamond Art Club to what you're used to receiving. So if you order from Diamond Art Club, you will get a branded box. This is how it will come. It won't be wrapped in plastic or anything. Inside that box, you will get another box. Now, this is the new style. So the older boxes, the rendering was printed on this box, but now we get a sleeve that slides off with the rendering on it. And then inside that box we have another box. So Diamond Art Club's kits are triple boxed, which makes them very strong, and hopefully they survive the postal service a lot better than a plastic bag. So I was curious about that, so now I know it's a sleeve that can slide off the box. So inside we have the toolkit, so I'll have a quick mention about that. So I'll put the box to the side for the moment. So Diamond Art Club toolkit is very different from the toolkits that you may be used to. You could be used to receiving something like this. Little green tray, a piece of pink wax and a plastic straw with a pen tip in it. Diamond Art Club decided that they could do better than this, so they designed their own toolkit. As you can see, the tray is much bigger. The pen is also very different. They have stopped with the plastic straw. They now supply an ergonomic pen that actually feels more like a pen. It's much thicker, it's better designed, and it does not need pushed into pink wax to pick up the wax. Because this is so different, I did a video just about the toolkit. So to save a bit of time in this video, I've put a link in the description. If you have never seen the Diamond Art Club toolkit, you can click on that link and you can watch that video. In the video, I show how the pen works, I show how to take it apart, I show how to replace the wax. So that is a separate video. So I'll put this to the side because we're going to skip this. And we will go back to the box. So pretty long box, pretty big diamond painting. Pretty heavy as well because there are a lot of drills in this. So lift this up, and in the bottom you can see there's something sitting in the bottom of the box, so I'll talk about that first. So this is something else that's different about Diamond Art Club. There are quite a few things, and that is why the videos are so long, because I'm always conscious of people who are totally new and may never have seen a Diamond Art Club kit. So here we have the thank you envelope. So we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, thank you for your purchase, and a nice shiny little diamond. On the back, thank you for your purchase again, another shiny little diamond, but this time the diamond folds up and it acts as a lock for the envelope. So we open it up, and inside we see something very shiny, and we'll talk about that first. So this is something else that is unique to Diamond Art Club, and it's what they call a treasure quest card. Treasure quest cards are not guaranteed in the kits, so you may open a box and not have any card. If you open the box and you do have a card, there is a chance it will either be bronze, silver, gold or black, with black being the rarest. So it has the image of the kit that you bought. It isn't a random picture, it is the kit that you bought. That is the image you will find on your card if you get one. It has the artist's name, it has the title, it has the size of the canvas. If we flip it over, we can see Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest cards, and this one is bronze. Below that we have a scratch area. You scratch this off, there is a unique code behind this. So the idea is that as you get more diamond paintings from Diamond Art Club, you start to collect the cards, and if you collect 5 bronze, 3 silver and 1 gold, you can put these codes in on the website. There is a QR code that you scan, it will take you to the section that you need. So you collect the cards first, so we have 5 bronze, 3 silver and 1 gold. We go to the website, we put in all of the codes, and you'll get a $50 discount code. So then you can claim $50 off your next purchase. That is the lowest level. It steps up to $75, $100 and $200. But you need to have a certain combination of these colours. If you happen to have just 2 black cards, you can claim the $50 discount. But the black cards are very rare. I have not seen one yet, but I have seen people get them. Then the top prize, if you want to think of it as that, is that Diamond Art Club will actually create a custom diamond painting for you. Now that is very unique because Diamond Art Club do not do custom kits. If you had a picture of, say, a wedding picture, for example, and you thought that would be a really nice gift to give the happy couple, and you contacted Diamond Art Club and said, I would really like to do a custom of this picture, they would say, sorry, we don't do custom kits. However, if you had the correct combination of codes, you can ask Diamond Art Club to do a custom kit and they will do it. The only thing is they will not do custom kits of copyrighted material for obvious reasons. So if it's a picture you've taken of, like I said, a wedding, vacation, birthday, the kids, the pets, whatever, they will do a custom. But if you happen to know an artist who has done some artwork that you really like, you can ask them if they can write to Diamond Art Club and give written permission for their artwork to be converted into a diamond painting. So these are the options that you have with your custom. Very, very unique, and that is valued at $400. No other company is doing anything like this. They aren't doing cards, they aren't doing rewards, and that's something, again, unique to Diamond Art Club. I have done a video about the cards, going into a lot more detail, so if you're interested, I will put a link in the description and you can have a look at that. So that was a bronze treasure quest card of Reborn. So I'll put this to the side and go back to the envelope. So inside the envelope we have something else, but I'll talk about this in a minute. If we look at the envelope, inside we have tips and tricks. So if you're new to diamond painting, you may find something here that you find useful. Then we have the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest and TikTok at Diamond Art Club, and the website diamondartclub.com. Open it up further, join our Facebook group, scan the QR code and you can join the Diamond Art Club Facebook group and meet thousands of diamond painters around the world. Definitely a group worth joining. I drop in regularly and just have a look to see what's happening. So yeah, I would recommend it. Then we have how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator. Then 6 step-by-step instructions again, if you're totally new to diamond painting. Then we have the kit contents, and then we have save 20% off your first app purchase. So you can scan the QR code, they have iPhone and Android, scan the relevant code, download the app, and if you browse through the app and you see a kit or kits that you're interested in buying, you will get a 20% discount. That is only applicable the first time you buy something through the app, but definitely worth using. 20% off, can't be bad. So that's probably the most interesting part in this envelope. And that's pretty much it. So the thing that was inside the envelope was this. Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, Reborn, Claudia, McKinney. So if I flip it over, we have a high resolution thumbnail of the full diamond painting. We have start date, end date, Always worth keeping note of these, because people will always ask, when they see a diamond painting up on the wall, they will always ask how long it took. So good idea to keep a note. And then we have the details. We have how many colours, whether it's round or square, and the size. Now, the idea behind this is some people keep a physical logbook, like a book with paper pages, and they keep track of all the diamond paintings that they've worked on. So this saves having to handwrite stuff. You can just peel out these pre-cut labels and put this in at the top, put your picture wherever you want it on your page, your start date, end date, stick that down as well, and then the details of the diamond painting. So it makes things much neater, much more uniform. The fonts will always be the same colour, the same size, keeps everything nice and neat. A logbook is handy if you have somebody visiting and they see your diamond paintings and they start asking questions. You can get the logbook out and you can flick through the pages and they can see what you've got and when you started and finished the different diamond paintings. Also comes in handy for you to remind yourself of the kits you've done and when you did them and how long they took. So just a handy thing to have if you want to start a logbook. If we open it up, inside we have the key or the legend. Most people call it the legend. I don't think I've actually seen anybody else call it the key, but I've always called it the key. So in here we have the number of colours. It starts at 1, goes up to 56. So we have 56 colours in this kit. Then we have symbol. These are the symbols that are on the canvas, so you know where to place the different colours. And then we have code, which is the DMC code. The DMC code is a standard way of numbering a specific shade of a colour. So it's quite important to keep a note of these, because if you accidentally spill drills and lose some and find out that you're short of a colour before you finish the kit, or on the rare occasion you just don't have enough drills in the kit, it can happen. It's rare, but it can happen. So you're working on it and say you're working with a brown. So you're working on the kit and you run out of brown. So you contact Diamond Art Club and you say, I'm working on this kit and I've run out of brown. It won't mean anything to them because they don't know which shade of brown it is. Because in this kit, for example, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, roughly 16 shades of brown. So you need to be a bit more specific on which shade of brown you need. So if you contact them and you say, I'm working on this kit and I've run out of DMC 782, they will say okay, and they will send you some replacement drills. They will send you DMC 782, so it will be a match to the brown that you want. So it's quite important to keep a note of the DMC codes. These are also pre-cut. So if we go down to 100 and flick it up, you can see pre-cut labels. The idea of that is that when you're kitting up or setting up, getting ready to work on your diamond painting, all you have to do is peel the label off, and if you're working from the bags, stick it on the bag. If you work from containers, which most people do once they've been doing diamond painting for a bit of time, you can peel the label off and stick it on the container and then pour the relevant drill colour into that container. That saves you having to handwrite labels and try and draw symbols and write DMC codes. It's all there. You just peel it off, stick it on the bag or container and pour the drills in and it's done. So it saves a lot of time. And that's pretty much it. So that is the key or the legend for Reborn. So we'll put it back in the envelope. We'll put the treasure quest card back in as well. Fold it up. And then we just have to fold the little diamond, put it back through the slot, press it down, and the envelope is locked. This isn't just a gimmick, there is a purpose for this envelope. It is made of card, so it's pretty sturdy. The main purpose of this is to keep those labels flat. If those sheets get squashed and start to crumple, the labels start to pop up, they start to stick to each other, and it ends up with a bit of a mess, and it's difficult to try and peel them off each other without them tearing. So it keeps the labels nice and flat until you're ready to work on it. So after I've unboxed this and we've had a look at everything, I will roll the canvas up, I'll put the drills back inside, and I'll put this envelope back in the box. So when I come to do it, everything is in the box and I can start working on it. So that is it. That is the thank you envelope. Again, unique to Diamond Art Club. So now we get to the heavy canvas. Lots of drills in this one. So Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Resealable bag. So you can open it up, you can take it out, you can have a look at it, you can roll it back up again and put it back in the bag and reseal it. Put it in the box and it sits and waits until you're ready to work on it. So you don't have to worry about dust getting into it. So we will flip it over. Resealable strip is here, a little glue strip. And then tip it up. So we have the canvas that nearly fits in the screen. The Diamond Art Club canvas, again, is something unique to Diamond Art Club. If you have never tried Diamond Art Club and you do decide to give them a try, when you take the canvas out, you will notice it is very different from any canvas you have done. So far, I think I've tried somewhere in the region of 54 different diamond painting companies. None of them have a canvas as smooth as this. It's almost like velvet. It's quite thick. It's very malleable, pliable, easy to work with. It has scalloped edges and it has stitching to make sure the canvas does not fray. So very high quality canvas. Inside that, the thing I forgot to mention is it's actually patented. So nobody else is making a canvas like this. So we'll go to the drills. So one or two drills in this one. So the drills come in a resealable bag that you will never reseal once you open it. Comes with a label so you can see the name of the kit. So it is Reborn. So we know 100% sure these are the correct drills for this kit. The drills only have the DMC code on them. They don't have like bag number 1, bag number 2. And the DMC codes do not run in sequence. It does not start at the lowest and go to the highest. It looks pretty random. And that is because these are bagged by weight. So they don't run in sequence. So we'll open it up, find the glue strip, just go along the glue strip. Ooh, some nice drills in there, just got my eye on something. Take them out, get rid of the noisy bag. So now we get a better idea of the colour. That is the smallest string I've ever seen, one bag. So we get an idea of the colours here, some very, very bright yellows and reds in here. Lots of purples and really nice blues as well. So what I'm going to do is have a look through them. But before I do that, the thing that is different about Diamond Art Club's drills is that Diamond Art Club actually manufacture them themselves. They don't buy drills from suppliers. The other companies buy their kits and they get the drills that come with the kits. They don't manufacture their own drills. The problem with that is you have no control over the quality. And Diamond Art Club did that at the beginning, and sometimes they found that drills they got just weren't up to the standards they wanted. Maybe they weren't as vibrant in colour as they wanted, or there were defects in them. Sometimes it would be there were a lot of little tags on the sides that caused a lot of problems when you try to diamond paint. Or the drills would be irregular in shape. Sometimes maybe the squares, instead of being square, would be more offset. Or some drills would be higher than others, that type of thing, just not uniform. So Diamond Art Club decided the only way that they could guarantee the quality was to do them themselves. So they buy in high quality resin from Germany and manufacture their own drills. So I'm going to go through the DMC codes. I'll read out every number, we'll look at every colour, and I'll talk about some drills that are a bit different as I find them. There are drills in here that some people may not know about, so I'll work my way through and just talk about them as I find them. So put them to the side, and obviously the first string that I'm going to do is this one. So we have 3776. The reason I like to go through them is because some people like to see the colours of the kit before they buy it. So this gives them a chance to see exactly the colours they're going to get and decide whether it's a kit that they're interested in. Sometimes colours are the thing that really attract people or distract people, depending on what the colours are. So we'll take out another string, a little bit bigger this time. Put these back to the side. Lots of green in this one. So we have 890, 890, 890, 890, 8. Oh, it's not 890, 319. So we have 4 bags of 890. So lots of green in this one. Then we have another green, 319, 319, 319. So we have 3 bags of 319. Then we have, got a twist. That's better. Then we have 935, another green, 3799, 3799, 3799, 782, now we're getting to the bright stuff, 742, very, very bright yellow, 840, 3808, 3808, 3808, so 3 bags of 3808, 801, 801, 801, 3 bags of 801. Put them to the side. And this contains the ones that caught my attention. It's a very long string. And this is the one that I saw before I even opened that bag. 146. Now these are AB drills. AB is short for Aurora Borealis, where the sky changes colours, and the reason they're given this name is because they have a special coating on them, and as you walk past when it's hanging on the wall, these drills will reflect different colours and they look metallic. It's like a metallic reflection. So they are blue, but if I tilt them in the light, I can see green, purple and blue, metallic. So when this is finished, you walk past the diamond painting, you will get these flashes of these very, very bright metallic reflections of these random colours, and it really catches your attention, gives it a really, really nice effect. So that is DMC 146, which is an AB, Aurora Borealis. Then we have 898, 898, 898, 300, 300, 300, 3809, 3809, 939, 939, 939, 3834, 413, 413, 413, 741, very bright, 580, 780, 780. Put that to the side. And then we'll start with this one. The strings are pretty long. Okay, so 783, 720, 3860, 936, 936, 938, 938, Z743. Now the Z codes are what they call fairy dust, and they also have a special coating on them, but it is very different from the ABs. It is like a micro glitter, very, very, very fine glitter. So that means that instead of reflecting a whole facet or face, like the standard drills, when the light hits a face on the drill, it will reflect white light. And when you walk past, the light is hitting different faces and it starts to sparkle. That's what causes that effect. With the fairy dust, it's a bit different because you aren't reflecting from the whole surface. It has these tiny, tiny sort of glitter pieces in it. So it breaks that shine up and gives it a more, it gives it more depth to the diamond painting. Just something else that catches your eye. So these are called fairy dust. So the Z code is fairy dust. So Z743. Then we have 3847, 3847, 154, 301, caught on the edge of the table, 3371, 3371, 367, Z581. So again, in this colour. This is a fairy dust again, and it has that micro glitter finish on the top of the drill. So it gives that sort of extra broken up sparkle. Then we have 817, 841, 3685, 744. And the last string, Z150, so another fairy dust, again has that fine sparkle. You don't notice it so much when it's in the bag, but when you pour it in the tray and you see it under the light, you will really see what I'm talking about. Very, very fine effect. 3350, 414, 498, 3782, 934, 223, 813, that's nice blue, 3826, 3033, 6031. Now the 6000 series is a bit different because Diamond Art Club actually manufacture these colours themselves. These are not standard DMC codes, they are specific to Diamond Art Club. That is the benefit of manufacturing your own drills. If you decide you need a colour just in between these existing colours, you can create a new DMC code. So if you see any DMC 6000 and anything, it means that Diamond Art Club have created that colour to blend in better on the diamond painting. Now the reason for that is because Diamond Art Club hand render their diamond paintings. That means they get the artwork and then they have a team of people who manually build up the picture on a computer. It is not just a matter of getting the artwork, scanning it, letting the computer do it and printing it. They work on it, they blend it, they step back, they look at it, they talk to each other, and they're trying to get it as close as possible to the original artwork. So they'll chop and change it and chop and change it until they're happy that it looks as close as possible to the original. Then they will send that to the original artist so that they can check it and they can give it the okay. Once the artist says they're happy with it, Diamond Art Club then will put it into production. So again, this is where Diamond Art Club are different from the other companies. The other companies will get an image, they will scan it, and just they go with the colours the computer picks. Whereas Diamond Art Club will work on it, and then they'll look at it and they'll think, that doesn't look quite right, we need a colour in between, and they will manufacture it. Then we have 355, 814, 310, I'm quite surprised. This is all of the black in this diamond painting, and it is a very big diamond painting. That is all the 310. So DMC 310 is black. So a lot of people will be very happy about that. Then we have 152, 6033. So again, another 6000 series colour. So unique colour to Diamond Dark Club. 400, 743, 3836, and 135, which is another AB, Aurora Borealis. I can tilt this and I can see metallic gold, green, blue and red. So really nice. The other thing about Diamond Dark Club drills is they do not sell to anyone else. So if you want Diamond Dark Club quality drills, you have to buy a Diamond Dark Club kit. So they don't sell to any other company. They manufacture drills for themselves and nobody else. So that is it. All of the colours. That took a bit of time, but I really like this AB. Really nice colour, and having that AB coating really brings attention to it. Very nice. So we've looked at the drills, so I'll put them out of the way. And we will go back to the canvas. So now we will look at the canvas. I need to switch off lights so we don't get any reflections directly on the clear cover, because all you would see is 3 lights shining on it. So I'll switch 2 off. We'll go with 1. A bit of a shadow there, but it's the only way that I can really reduce the shine so we can actually see the image. So as I said, big diamond painting. I'm going to have to do this in sort of sections and strips because there's no way I can get the whole thing in. So we can see the key. First thing we see, 56 colours in this one. So I'll start to unroll it and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully not too much reflection. That's really nice already. We can see the butterflies here, and the background is pretty dark. That is a good thing because it really will make those butterflies stand out. You have to remember we're only looking at print, so we're not getting the full effect of what the diamond painting will look like. I'm tempted to go further down, but I won't. I'll just go along. That is really nice. Really nice rendering of the face. I'm always a bit wary when it comes to diamond paintings with people in them, how well the rendering will go with the face, but this one has worked out really well. You can see the light is shining on her face, and she's got the flowers in her hair, all the butterflies. That is really cool, and we're still going. So I did say it was a big diamond painting, and it certainly is. So we have all these butterflies around her. Finally we reach the end. Then this is going to be difficult, but I'll try. So we can see what she's looking at. She's got this bowl and it has sort of flames coming off it. I think there's a little bit of magic going on in here. So we have all these flowers down in this bottom corner, and then we have the bowl, and she's looking into it, and that's why we're getting all those reflections on her face. The light is reflecting back. And we can see she's wearing a kind of robe or gown that has all these colours, and all the background matches the colours as well. And then a little bit further along, really nice design. And yeah, It is big, but really, really cool. So I have to say, this actually was a restock. So I don't know when it came out. I can't actually remember seeing it when it came out, or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But if you're like me, you will check the Diamond DAC Club website for restocks pretty often. Normally in the morning when I wake up, I will check to see what restocks are, if any. And that is kits that have sold out. And you never know when anything is coming back in, or if it is coming back in. So I'm in the habit. I check it when I wake up. I check it when I'm on the metro going to work. I check it at lunchtime. I check it when I'm heading home in the metro. And I check it before I go to bed. So because it can update at any time, things can be restocked. And I happened to go on and I saw this and I thought, wow, that is really cool. My wife would love this. So I ordered it. I didn't tell her that I ordered it. And I think it was the next morning I checked and it was out of stock. So it sold out. So at the moment it has sold out. So it won't be available. But you can go on the Diamond DAC Club website and you can click a button that says notify me when available. So if you click on that button, you will get a notification when it comes in stock. But with a lot of the kits, you have to be quick and you don't know when they're coming in stock. A lot of the time for me, it happens in the middle of the night, like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. And by the time I wake up and check, I've missed them. That's happened quite a few times. It took me a while to get Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, a really, really nice kit. My wife has seen the box. She's not home at the moment, so she hasn't seen the canvas, but she saw the box. I got it and it turned up and I said, it's a kit for you. I said, I'm sure you will like it. She opened it up. She had a look at the outer box and went on the website and had a look. Just searched the name, had a look in the website to get a better idea of what it looks like. She absolutely loves it. So she is extremely happy about this one. I don't know if it'll be the next kit she'll do. I think it could be once she sees this when she comes home. But very, very nice kit. She's going to love this when it's finished. So the next thing that I want to talk about is down in the bottom corner. It's quite difficult to work with a canvas this big. So down in the bottom here, we've got Reborn, we've got the size, and then we've got copyright Claudia McKinney, licensed by SCCS Inc. / Diamond DAC Club, registered trademark. This is licensed artwork from Claudia McKinney. Diamond Art Club only do licensed work. They work with the artists and the artists get revenue from allowing Diamond Art Club to convert their artwork into diamond paintings. So that is very important, I think. I think it's also important that the artist actually gives the okay for the diamond painting. So they have created the original artwork and they have approved Diamond Art Club's rendering, which means it must be good because they would not let it go if they didn't think it was up to scratch. So it means that we get licensed artwork, the artist gets monetary compensation for it, and we get very high quality diamond paintings. It also means that a lot of the artists will release other artwork once they realise how popular they are. And that has resulted in people collecting from their favourite artist. Some artists have got quite a few kits with their artwork, and some people will collect specific artists. So I think it's a really good thing because a lot of companies that sell diamond paintings do not ask permission from the artist. They will just go online, they will find something, they'll look at it and think, well, that could sell. They will copy it, they will run it through a computer, they will create a diamond painting, they will sell it. The artist knows nothing about it. doesn't get any compensation. I think that's pretty sad. The other thing is that the artist is not approving it, so the quality may not be up to the standard, and I'm being nice here, may not be up to the standard that the artist would like. So if you buy a diamond painting and you cannot see the artist's name anywhere on the canvas or on the box or the bag, you have to wonder, why is the name not on it? If you were the artist that created something, I'm sure you would want people to know it was you that did it, so people can search your artwork. You might get some people that see things like this and think, wow, really like that style. I'm going to go online and I'll search Claudia McKinney, and I'll have a look at the other artwork she does. And they might actually get a sale of original artwork. Somebody might not be interested in doing the diamond painting, but they might actually want to buy the art. So it's a good thing for the artist. So that is the licensing. Diamond Art Club have always done licensed artwork. When they started 7 years ago, their vision was to create high quality diamond paintings with licensed artwork, working with the artists. And that's what they've been doing since day one. And I think that is a very, very good thing. So the next thing that I want to talk about, I need to roll up and go along to the other side because I want to talk about this side. Diamond Art Club, again, are different because the cover sheet is not the same as the rest. The other companies will use poured glue. That's nothing unusual. I mean, these days poured glue is pretty much the standard. You still get some double-sided adhesive, but people tend to prefer the poured glue because it's nice and flat, doesn't have any air bubbles in it, and you can slide the drills about on it as well into position. Double-sided adhesive is basically a sheet of double-sided glue, like a big sheet of double-sided tape, that gets put on top of the canvas in production. That can result in air getting trapped between the glue and the canvas, and you start to get these rivers of air. You have to slice them to let the air out so the glue settles flat. If you don't, your drills will sit up on top of those air bubbles, and when you walk past and look at it, you'll see all these rivers where the drills are sitting at different angles from the rest of the diamond painting. Poured glue, nice and flat. The drills always sit flat, and as I said, you can slide them about and it's easy to move them into position. So most companies use poured glue, as do Diamond Art Club, but the rest of the companies all use a clear cover that is one clear sheet of cover that covers the glue to stop anything sticking to it. Now, when people are working with those clear covers, some people will just fold it up, pull it up and work on an area, but a lot of people will use what they call washi tape, and washi tape is not that sticky, but sticky enough to stick to the cover. This is an example. It comes in various patterns and colours. So they will use this tape and they will put a line on top of the cover and move along a bit, another line, another line, another line, then across, and break it into squares or rectangles. Whatever size section they like to work with, they will make it into a grid. Then they will cut up the tape when they go to cut a section, because if you try and cut the clear cover, it tends to just wander. It doesn't really cut in a straight line. It's difficult to keep it straight. So if you have the tape on top and you cut through the tape, it keeps things nice and straight. So people will use washi tape. Other people will use release papers. I do have some here that I forgot to take out. So these are release papers. So some people will take the cover off and they will recover the canvas with release papers. So they overlap so you can pick them up. And what they do is they place them down on top of the glue, and then when they go to start, for example, I would start in this bottom corner. Just imagine this is covered in these. I would peel off the first one and I'd work on that section, finish it, peel off the next one and work along like that. So some people do the washi tape thing, some people do the release papers, and some people just work with the sheet as it is. Diamond Art Club watched that and thought, okay, we could make it a bit easier for people. So what they've done is they've created a cover that is perforated. So you'll see these grey dashes. They are every 10 centimetres. So the square is 10 centimetres by 10 centimetres. And all you have to do is just tear the perforation. If you don't want to use the perforation, you can pull it back like a full sheet as normal. But if you do want to try the perforation, move it over a little bit. All you have to do is find where the dotted line is, and if you put your finger the opposite side of the line and then pull up, it'll tear. Now the first cross section is here, so it's this tiny little rectangle, which I wouldn't just sit and do that. So what I would do is take it further up, so just tear it up and go to the next line and then just crease it. And then it just sits. It doesn't try and fold back. You don't need to use cover minders or sit things on it to stop it flipping back. It'll just sit there. So then I would work on the section. Maybe I wouldn't finish it, so I would just fold the cover back over. It stops anything sticking to the glue, and it also covers the drills that I have put down. So it stops dust and crumbs, hairs, anything getting in between the drills, keeps it nice and clean. So I would do that. Come back, just peel it back, finish it, cover it over, start the next one, and then just work along like that. This is the way that I work with Diamond Art Club kits. I used to use the release papers. Now I don't have to spend time positioning them and laying them in order and all that sort of thing. Now I just roll it out, go, okay, I'm starting in the right hand corner, just tear it up and then start. So saves a lot of time. So I see it as a clear release paper. To me, it's just like working with release papers. But the advantage is, if you don't rip along the top, you can fold this back over sections that are complete to keep them clean. With release papers, because they're loose, if you finish a section and you set the release paper on top, it won't stick to anything, so it just gets knocked. If you're working on a tilted table, it might tend to slide off, but if you knock it, the release paper will just move about. It doesn't sit there, it doesn't stay there and keep the drills clean, whereas this will, as long as you don't rip the top. So that is pretty much it. The final thing I want to do is have a close-up look at the diamond painting, so we can get a better idea of the print quality, and we can see how they have blended the colours to make the diamond painting. So I'll just set up and we'll have a look. Okay, so now we are having a much closer look at the canvas. We can see the print, we can see the print quality, everything is nice and clear, easy to read. We can also see how they have blended the colours to make things look so good. A lot of work has gone into this. As I said, there's a team of people who work on it. They start it, they build it up, they look at it, they change it, they modify it, then they look at it again and they do it again and again. And in this case, they saw some places where they thought we could do with just a slightly different colour in between these colours. So they have a few 6000 series DMC codes in here. So these drills are made by Diamond Art Club, so it makes it the transition even smoother when they're blending colours. So that was a quick look, but the idea is it gives you an idea of what it's going to be like to work on, because the camera is about as close as you would be as you're working on the kit, so you can see how much confetti there is or isn't, where you have a lot of colour changes in a small area. But I think you can see there's definitely scope for a multiplacer if you're a multiplacer user. There are quite a few areas where we have the same colour. So it would work for people who prefer to multi-place or people who prefer to single place and use the checkerboard technique. So that is it. That was a close-up look at Reborn. So that was Reborn from Diamond Art Club. Very, very nice diamond painting. Very, very big diamond painting. This is going to take time. I was very surprised how little black there is in this kit. But it looks really, really cool. I really like the style. But as I said, I bought it for my wife because I just knew she would love this. She has not seen the canvas unrolled yet, so she will be in for a surprise when she comes home. But yeah, it is really nice. I really like the style. Just so well done. Again, it's down to this hand rendering. The blending from Diamond Art Club is just really, really good. They have a team who do the hand rendering, so it is the same people. They have a lot of experience of doing it. I think it really shows, and I think now that they are doing the 6000 series sort of custom coloured drills, they can push it even further. And it just works so well. She is going to be extremely happy when she sees this. It may be the next one she works on. She said she thinks it will be, but we'll have to wait and see. She may change her mind when she sees the size, but yeah, it's going to take a bit of time. But very, very nice diamond painting. My wife likes, she likes butterflies, and she likes sort of magical, mystical type subjects as well. So definitely her sort of thing. So that is it for today. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories, basically anything to do with diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. I do have a lot of videos coming. I just can't find time to get them done as fast as I would like, but there are going to be a lot more videos. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.